you said we're headed towards a dystopia at the end of last week's
Yeah, yeah,
podcast.
yeah, yeah,
I was like, oh, what do you mean? But I'm like, I'm kind of on board with that, bro.
yeah.
With the
Yeah,
Vision
I
Pro,
don't mean it like in a bad term. I do like it. I do like the Vision Pro.
people are gonna hate. It's so funny because like I posted that, and I like, shared it, and people were like, oh, this is terrible, this is terrible. And then I started posting like the behind the scenes, and people started loving that. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
what you see through the glass, like when you see it on the outside, you see people with glasses. You're like, oh, dude, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like plugged into the matrix.
Sure.
And then you see from the inside view, and you're like, oh, that actually seems so legit.
Yeah.
So, are we headed to dystopia? Maybe,
Maybe.
but it'd be cool.
I'll do
It'd
the
be cool,
Apple though. But yeah. But I mean, Apple's not the only one doing it. But yes, Apple's the main one that has a very good marketing team to spread this.
But I didn't see any like Vision Pro. The interface looks so good. How you can like pin stuff and then like you come back to it and it'll stay there. Like that's literally Heavy Rain. Remember we were playing that game like a long time ago?
Yeah.
Like puts on the glasses. It's not there yet, but he puts on the glasses and he can like shift through like I want to be in the Mars. I want to be in like and we were both like, this would be crazy if this came true.
When did that game come out? That's
Dude, that's 2000. Oh, it was PS3. It was like 2010 or something like that. I can't remember. 2009, maybe.
Oh yeah. I think you're right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So when the iPhone came out. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I was in university at that time, and when I saw Heavy Rain, I was talking to those engineers who were taking the classes, and we were talking about. I was like, "Have you guys heard of augmented reality?" They're like, "Yeah, we're learning about it right now." But it was just taking off
Right.
at that time, and I'm like, "Dude, with augmented reality, can you do this, this, and this?" They're like, "Yeah, theoretically." I was like, "Well, like if you have the car, you swap out the glass for augmented reality glass. Can you see a whole world?" And they're like, "Yeah, definitely." But it wasn't. It was all conceptual and figured it out. And now it's like, oh, we figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
but you know what's interesting? Yeah, it is. It's hard. How do I explain this? It's not that like it's still a screen what you're looking at. You're seeing the world, but it's the image from the cameras.
Yeah, totally.
Right. You're not like seeing through the thing. You're seeing the image. Yeah.
It's augmented reality. It is augmented reality, but
it's not in the traditional sense of augmented reality. Yeah.
It's not transparent glass.
Yes, that's right.
But remember the AR IKEA thing? When you showed me that, I was like, dude, this is crazy. You take the measurement of the room and then you could drop the furniture.
AR. Right.
But you're still looking through glass. Like it's the exact same concept. You're looking through the camera at the thing.
Yeah.
You have a medium still.
Yeah.
So I still technically would say it's like AR.
No, it still fits. It still fits in the world of AR. I wouldn't call it VR, right? But it's like
But just
so just to understand, what that really means. Yeah.
And I think that if they can shrink it down to a consumer-friendly model, like 4Gs is not cute. Like that's expensive.
That's American.
What are we doing? Yeah, what are we doing? And then you need that battery pack in the back. It's like that's more money. It's like no. But this is the first iteration. So what happens like the iPhone 1 compared to the iPhone 14 Pro Max? It's way more advanced now. So just give it like 10 years. And you know what's crazy? So when I posted that I shared that in this specific place, and people were like, "Oh, that looks like a headache. Oh, that's crazy, whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, nobody wanted a cell phone in the beginning either."
No.
Yeah, nobody.
A cell phone, Or nobody. The other one was like, no one wants to type on a screen. That was another thing that I remember.
Yeah, nobody wants an Apple Watch tracker. Nobody wants AirPods that'll like not have a wire. We don't want email. We don't want social media. And it's like, yeah, those are just people within the marketing funnel that we just call laggards. They're the very end. You're like, you're gonna adopt it later. these right now, this
I
iteration for
wouldn't
early
even. I
adopters.
don't know if I would even say in that sense. It's just more like they're just followers. When and there's enough, the
Oh, no,
popularity
no,
is
that's
there.
yeah.
Yeah, they're just.
No, but for sure, for that is actually the definition. It's like there's a high technology curve.
Hmm.
As one of my favorite classes in university, and like it just broke down the segments of where people buy on the chain.
Right.
So right now it's the early adopters.
Yep.
Uh, no, they're I forgot the first like it's like the trailblazers or something.
Hmm.
These
Oh,
people,
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
as soon as the product drops, people buy right away. And then the early adopters are like, okay, it's kind of catching steam. Late adopters are like, okay, it's safe. And then the laggards are the ones that are like, everyone's
Yeah,
got it. I gotta
everybody's got
get
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't want to
all right, I
miss
gotta
out.
get
Don't
it.
want to miss out. Yeah.
Right. So we're far enough in the chain where the people that are like, oh, I would never get an Apple Vision Pro. It's like, do you have an iPhone? Because just give it 10 years. I'm sure they're gonna make it consumer friendly, and then like when those
Yeah, yeah,
contacts
yeah.
come, that's gonna be crazy. Cheap contacts like $50. No, not 50. No. AirPods price, so like $200 for some contacts. You put them in, you like see the world through AR. Crazy.
Hmm.
And you don't think we're gonna adopt this? Like,
I think so. I think so.
you right? You know what I mean?
I
All right.
just
Yeah, go ahead.
every there's the different things that you can use for it. Like I think the
Yeah.
use case, you built the use case, you figured out how to use. Like I wouldn't have to have real monitors. I'm
Yeah.
saving a lot of space.
Bro, yeah. But it's also kind of freaky because, like, you could live in a box and it
You
looks like
could,
a
yeah, of
mansion.
course, yeah. But
But,
like,
but in,
but that's I think that's the entertainment value of it, where it's like you don't
yeah,
like your small apartment
exactly.
condo. I can be on the mountain somewhere.
Yeah. Total, no, 100%. Yeah, for sure, for sure. That's kind of creating the dystopia of like Ready Player One because, like, they all lived in boxes and stuff. Like, sure, totally.
But it's already
But
happening though. Without
not even that. It's like, what about the psychological freedom like, if you hate you, if the choice is between a box, like let's say I made no money and I was just living in a box, you really want to live in that box or you want to save up for like some VR, AR stuff?
Mhm.
Obviously, you want to change your circumstances. So
Right.
you would naturally want to buy it. It's for the betterment of mental health, I think. If you could feel like a king, but you actually are not.
Hmm.
It's literally the Matrix. It just
Yeah, yeah,
makes
yeah,
people happier.
yeah.
The one thing that I thought though was interesting was I saw this meme where it was like, first they wanted your fingerprint, and they got your face. Now they want your eye, like the
Oh,
scanner,
yeah.
Face ID. Then like,
Optic ID now. Yeah.
yeah. So that is straight out of Minority Report, bro.
Mm.
Like we're there now,
The fact that
and
you don't need a controller, because of the Vision Pro, I got back into the PSVR 2,
yeah,
right? And I was showing you like the hands and stuff, but that I have a controller. Now that with the Apple Vision, you don't even have to have a controller. That's how
crazy, bro.
crazy
Yeah,
accurate you're pointing or whatever you're doing with your fingers.
yeah.
That's some
Why
pretty
would we
cool
why we
to
say no to this product?
yeah.
And this is the first iteration, which is crazy.
Yeah,
Actually, I saw this one thing. Yeah, good.
well, yeah, the first one, but the thing is that it's called Pro, which they have never done that before.
Probably because the price tag, bro. They're like, we gotta.
Probably, yeah. No, there's a marketing thing to it, but I think that eventually there will be something cheaper that won't have the Pro name in it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I saw this thing on Instagram where they were working on versions of the Vision Pro. I think like 2003. It was just a concept though. They
Mhm.
didn't have like it was just like sketched out schematics. So what the person said was like, this is what we're seeing now, like 20 years later. What are they working on right now?
Yeah,
That we have
that's
no
what I
idea about?
heard, that they were working on this before the iPhone release.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yes, that's what I saw too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
which is
that's
crazy because you're
a
like,
long time.
bro, yeah, but they didn't have the tech. They couldn't. And
Right.
this is the thing about like fantasy, sci-fi video games. Like I love it because it's like it's peering into the future.
Hmm.
we don't have it figured out yet, but we can present to you the concept of it.
So like, yeah,
Do
I
you
mean,
remember
I'm just saying, like, I wonder how much, not in the input of probably the current product, but like the input that Steve Jobs had on it, because they were working on it before the iPhone.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah. Touched by God is what you're saying. The
Maybe.
God Steve Jobs. Yeah. It would be a total game changer. I really don't see like it seems freaky. It seems freaky.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
I don't want to jump into that world. But imagine if you didn't need a phone, you didn't need a computer. You
That,
just put on your
that
glasses
that's what I was
and you just went
thinking.
about the world.
That's what I was thinking. This is going to kill its own products.
But maybe that's what they want. They're like,
Sure,
hey,
sure,
we
yeah,
don't
yeah.
need
Well, it's a better product in that sense. You get a computer,
better
it's a
product. Yeah.
phone. It's like
Yeah.
so.
Which would be wild. That'd be so wild. You're like driving, you're like, hey, where's the gas station? Just like right there.
Yeah,
You know? Yeah. So I think we could safely say that you and I are on board. We'd jump right in to make it more consumer friendly, you know?
price point.
Not as
Yeah,
expensive.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not as bulky either. I'll wait till it's like not bulky.
Mhm.
Glasses I can do, but not like a full on. I don't want to look like a crazy person, you know?